Hello and welcome back to Hornet Nation. I'm Brendan Shinavier, and with me is Frank Parkinson.
We have a special lineup for you today as we meet with a dynamic duo from Saline basketball, sit down with the wrestling team, talk about a historic rivalry in the making, and take a sneak peek at this year's gymnastics team. You ready, Brendan?
Yes, sir.
Cue the intro.
Get ready, Hornet Nation. Let's go. Magic and Kareem, LeBron and Wade, MJ and Bugs Bunny. Basketball is known for its legendary duos. In today's first segment, we bring you Saline's newest dynamic duo to hit the hardwood.
Having been dubbed the dynamic duo, Hornet Nation wanted to get an inside look at how varsity basketball players Trevor Arico and Griffin Yaklich became the duo they are today.
I've been playing since as long as I can remember. Basketball's just been like a huge part of my life for the entire, since I've been on this earth, and I think it's just grown more and more as I've gotten older. As far as Griffin, me and Griffin have been playing together for 3 years now. Ever since he stepped in the open gym that one day, getting ready to kind of choose what school we wanted to go to, I said we got to have this kid 5 minutes in the playing, because I could just see myself playing with him for the next couple of years.
The fact that both of our parents were basketball coaches at Michigan, I think that was like a bonding moment for us. That's just something that brought us together right from the start. Like right from the jump we started playing together, I think our games just meshed. I know, like our games complement each other a little bit.
And their compatible gameplay only strengthens their skills on the court.
Griffin helps so much because like his ability to see people, find people when they're open. As a shooter, it's nice to have a player on the team who can really find me in situations that help me be successful. I wouldn't be the shooter I am this year if it wasn't for Griffin.
Being a passer, I think that's one of my best attributes. Having a guy that can make shots is also nice. Trevor's just always picking people up. That's always a good person to have on your team because there's down moments. When you got someone that keeps your head up, that's nice.
Trevor recalls a moment last season that led to him and Griffin being dubbed the dynamic duo.
The SEC Red, the league we've been in, have had like a lot of good guards for the past couple of years, and I think we kind of just added to that mix and kind of paved our own way as kind of like our own dynamic duo. But we really have the confidence that we're the best guys in the situation to lead our team and lead our team to success.
We've lost some tough ones, but that comes with any season pretty much. But I'm happy with what we're playing. I think we got a lot of potential still. We're going to get a lot better throughout the rest of the year, and I'm really excited.
Now, the senior athletes have a lot to look forward to.
Being a senior is like a completely different ballgame. Having that final year to really leave an impact on your team. For the rest of our team who are coming back next year, I think a big goal of mine is to leave like a legacy for them and for them to be able to build on top of what we've been doing.
We can't wait to see what comes next for the dynamic duo in the remainder of their season. Signing off, I'm Natalie Colano. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, Brennan, those guys are on fire.
I agree, Frank.
47 points last week just from Trevor Arico. I can't wait to see how they do in their next game.
Well, Frank, you're in luck. Our Hornets will be back in action this Friday as they look to take down Skyline, who is tied for the #1 spot in the SEC Red Division. Show out and be loud for our boys in blue. The game is at Skyline at 7 p.m.
Talking about big games, or should I say duels, Saline and Bedford have a history on the wrestling mats. Let's dive deeper into the rivalry between Saline and Bedford wrestling.
Saline and Bedford have a rivalry in most sports, but for the wrestling team, it's a bit different. Since joining the SEC, Saline has struggled to beat Bedford, and this year, the team is determined to change that.
Since Bedford joined the SEC, they have dominated it, and Saline has only ever beaten them one time. So we've got a little bit of catching up to do. What I like now compared to a few years ago is now that they think they have a chance to win. We have guys expecting to win against them versus before. Whenever we face them, a lot of people would be like, I'm not so sure about Bedford. I don't know if we can do anything. But these guys are expecting to win, and so looking forward to that.
Struggling with this crosstown rivalry means the team will have to rise to the challenge.
So, obviously Bedford's our rival in all sports. I think for wrestling, it means a little bit more. And I think especially for our current juniors and seniors, it means an awful lot because we were part of the team my sophomore year 2 years ago. We were the first team to beat Bedford in Saline history.
No match is given. You can get caught in any match, so it's just pretty much the same as every other week. Just work as hard as you can, and you got to make sure that you're focused.
We've always been the two pretty much the powerhouse of the SEC, and then it always comes down to our dual meets to decide the SEC.
But Saline isn't taking this lightly.
I mean, we're the underdogs, but at the end of the day, that doesn't mean much to us. It's just a chip on our shoulder that we're going to go in and use everything we have against them.
There are going to be some tough matches, but as long as we keep them close, we should be all right.
Signing off for Hornet Nation, I'm Elijah Frederick. Back to you in the studio.
If you're in the mood for some intense wrestling action, come out tonight at 5:30 in the main gym to see Saline take on Bedford in a duel. Are you interested in joining the girls' water polo team? If so, you're in luck. The team has their 2020 kickoff meeting February 10th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. in the SHS Media Center. More information can be found in the Saline Athletic Office.
According to the National Federation of High School Associations, over 20,000 high school athletes competed in gymnastics during the 2018-2019 season. Followers of the sport hope those numbers will increase over the next decade. Keely Johnson takes a look at our growing program at SHS.
And we hit the floor with the gymnastics team for mid-season check-in. I'm Keely Johnson. After a long search for a new coach, they had the opportunity to have one of their own alumni, Jordan Torr, take over the program.
It was a struggle trying to find a new coach, but once we actually got her, she's been amazing. She's an alumni, obviously, so she knows how it works, and she knows how, like, if we get frustrated, she knows how it feels because she's an old gymnast. She adapted to the team very fast and very well.
This season, the team doubled in size, making their numbers go from around 10 to 20 girls.
There's more people to bond with, and it's less separated, it's more together. It feels bigger and better, and I think everyone's enjoying having a huge team.
Having a larger team also comes with some positive secondary effects.
I think the judges are liking us a lot more because we're putting more into it rather than just doing what we need and getting off. We're having more fun with it, so I think everyone's just coming together more and just making it more fun.
Now that it's mid-season, the girls are taking some wins.
We've won quite a bit of our meets. I think everyone's getting more comfortable and confident about their routines as the season goes on.
After getting a new coach and growing as a team, the girls recently took a win against Tecumseh, their biggest rival. The team's hard work has shown off. I'm Keely Johnson, back to you in the studio.
It's great to see how much the team has grown in the past year. They're a great example of strength in numbers. The team is 3-1 on the season and recently won a nail-biter against Western High School with a score of 131.2 to 125. They take on Adrian tomorrow night at 6 p.m. in the gymnastics room.
One last note, we're happy to announce that our show was recently awarded an honorable mention for daily newscast through the Michigan Association of Broadcasters. Thanks for the continued support this year. Well, that's all for this show. Tune in next time for the latest and greatest in Saline sports. We'll be back on the air February 19th. Next week, tune into SHS Today as they bring you stories from around the school.
Also be sure to follow us on Twitter for the latest show updates at Nation Hornet. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Saline Video. And lastly, look us up on Instagram at Saline Video. Signing off, I'm Frank Parkinson.
And I'm Brendan Shinavier. Have a stinger of a day, Hornets.